forgot my water. Something to drink up while I do all this. Yeah, to get the links. Okay, so it's going double. There is music, but let's see if we could this or that. The start is gonna be a little bit slow while I set everything up. I like to listen to the music without me speaking about. So let's change that up a bit. Let's see how this goes. Have ads in this. Did I mute? I'm currently experimenting with remotes. Okay, that's decent enough. Unless some ads start popping up. Maybe they won't, maybe they will. Oh, wait, what did I... Not mute my phone. Damn it. I'm a professional streamer. I couldn't hold that thought for a second. Jesus, I'm worse. Okay, let me just link this stream on the stream. There is this. No, this is what I wanted to do. Sorry, the music just takes me. Anyway, back to the plot. Yes, gonna need this, gonna need that, gonna need all of this. First, before we start, and if you go into the plot and the idea of today's stream and all that, I would like to give thanks to a few fellows, which is okay, I hope I will pronounce this well. Cthulhu, Cypher 19877, Edge Hellfire, Robert Takio, and Night Dragoness. All of you guys, thank you for following, thank you for liking the stream, and after all of this, we can start. There's something else. I think I'm missing something or forgetting something, but I don't really care for now. We're going. We're live. We're talking. Hi everybody and welcome to another By Pen and Paper streams. Today we're gonna be having a chill and chatting session as I discuss my personal thoughts and my personal votes on a few things. One is going to be the Game Awards, and the other one is going to be me nominating the games for the Steam Game Awards, which are gonna be in, I think, December, or I mean at the end of the year. But this is when the award sessions where people are nominated at. It's gonna be just a chill stream. We're gonna be relaxing, chatting up. I'm gonna give my explanations to why I want to vote on some things, and well, my general ideas and thoughts on that. Just as soon as I confirm this, because this is still loud. I don't know why is this music still loud even after I... Well, I know what I'm gonna adjust. Just as soon as... There it is. Hopefully it's not too loud, hopefully you can all hear me, and the shades are not showing too much of the screen. And let us switch over to the... well, to the first thing that we'll do. This is gonna be the easiest one. Steam giving, well, nominating games for Steam has always been the hardest thing I do. It took me a long while, and I didn't even check the categories this year, even though they're kind of the same each year. In any case, we're going to be dealing with it and dealing with my thoughts. First off, well, we're hitting it pretty hard. It's gonna be Game of the Year for the Game Awards, recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. That's the description. So, we have Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village. Full discretion, I have not played a single one of these. None. Absolutely. No. Which is kind of ridiculous, but also maybe stupid, because I should have played at least some of these. At least Psychonauts. I love Psychonauts. So this is going to be me on a completely trying to figure out what the Game Award should be. Recognize a game that delivers an absolute experience across all creative technical fields. Hands down, there are two games that I think fulfill that right off the bat. But I will go and discuss why some of the others I won't vote for. First would be Deathloop. It is an interesting mechanic, it is an interesting game. Arcane is an amazing studio, but it boils down to just run, shoot fast, and then somebody can ruin your day by sniping you from across the map or something, which is something that I'm not really that fond of. So nah, I'm gonna be like calling that off. Next one is Resident Evil Village. It is a great game. It got a lot of hype. It again played a little bit more with the Resident Evil formula which they put in Resident Evil 7. Kind of going back to the hammy, campy, shooty Resident Evil, which is again okay. But still, I don't know, it doesn't fulfill the full Game of the Year for me and my ideas. It Takes Two is an amazing co-op, but again, it's best played with a couple. Like, not everybody can play this, and you can't really play this solo. So it is a great game. If you're a couple, if you have somebody, a significant other, anybody, any essential meaning, this is a great game to play. Just amazing co-op experience, one of the best. And I really want to see what Hazelight does more with co-op. It's literally breaking the bounds. Metroid Dread. It's back to the old Metroid, pretty much, with just some difficulties. And it is a good entrance to Metroid, and we've been really hampering and hurting for a Metroid. So it is a good thing, but again, can't really give it the game of the year. Now we come to the two contenders in my book, which is Psychonauts 2 and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, which is weird, I know. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is an amazing, and I consider it the only currently exclusive for PS5. Like, if you want to buy a PS5, buy it for Ratchet & Clank. Like, I know there is Demon's Souls, I know there is the Miles Morales and all that stuff, and like better fidelity games, but this is the game you should buy PS5 for. In my book, again, this is all personal statement. If you want, you can comment in the chat or comment down in the video what your thoughts are and what you would vote. I would like to hear that, honestly, but this is just currently mine. It really shows the power of the PS5. It really does. It's an amazing game. Second one, which it's probably gonna get my vote because personal bias. I don't care. It's my list. I'm gonna vote for that. It's gonna be Psychonauts 2. Because if they, what I heard from other people who played is that it's pretty much Psychonauts 1 but more, and a lot more, and funnier, and with deeper themes, and with covering some like mental illnesses and how people will deal with that. And Psychonauts was always amazing with that, not just with, hi, okay, I'm gonna edit all this out for the side because I don't really, sorry, this was Mouteam, thank you for the follow. The glasses are really not helping me read messages, but any case, yes, Psychonauts really has that unique and amazing deal with, well, anything psychic related and all that. So if Psychonauts 2 is more of the same with just better stuff, yeah, I would vote that. So my vote for the Game Awards is gonna go to Psychonauts 2. I know Double Fine is not that great of a studio currently. They've gotten into rough waters, not as bad as some other studios, Blizzard, Ubisoft and all that. But for now, it is a decent game to do that. Next category. Don't worry, I'm not gonna talk about all categories because like categories with well, not streamers, but like competitive multiplayer, that I really don't know. I'm just gonna vote random. Best game direction. Again, very interesting and very required of reading the description, which is awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in the game direction and design. Again, very interesting topic, which I could roll out actually Psychonauts 2 because it's more focused on more of the same and not more new stuff. Ratchet & Clank adds interesting new stuff and mechanics with the rifting and traveling and all that, but I don't know how much it works. Returnal is a good one, but they needed to patch it a lot. Like difficulty and all that, it's a lot of patching, and kind of Risk of Rain 2 already did that, more or less. It takes, so it falls for me this best game direction. Jesus, I'm turning Russian. Because awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game design and direction, Deathloop ekes close because it plays with that wild and crazy arcane style of combat and action mixed with like Hotline Miami of you die really easy, you restart the loop, you go again, and then adding on top of that kind of competitive co-op. It's not co-op, it's 1v1 kind of competition. It's adding really close to that. Pelican Freak, thank you for the follow. It's amazing in that kind of way, but also it needs something. It needs something new, especially new and exquisite. So I would give the best game direction for It Takes Two, hands down. It is an amazing co-op experience. It really requires two people. It really plays on that. Well, it's always, you're continuously helping each other. The story is interesting enough. Maybe a bit too hammy, maybe a bit too on the nose, but still, it is a great innovation, great direction. And if they do more, it's Oh, what was it? The Two of Us, It Takes Two, those kinds of games. The Two of Us is, I think, the Prison Break one. I forget. I can probably actually check so I don't speak out of my ass. And like It Takes Two and all that. Is it The Two of Us? No, it's The Two of Us is the puzzles ones. Brain. I will remember at some point, but the Prison Break one, in any case. It Takes Two is an amazing co-op experience, and we need more co-op games like that. I know I don't have much friends to play co-op, but for people who like to play together, more games like this. And if you can add even more players or more player options, that's amazing. Like I've played Trine with two of my friends, and that was one of the best experiences we had in gaming. Co-op is amazing, and we need more interactions in co-op. Next one, best narrative. For outstanding storytelling and narrative development in game. Deathloop falls out. I really don't care for the narrative. It's interesting, but again, nothing special. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay. There's a lot of games I haven't played actually on this list, which is kind of annoying and kind of discrediting me in right from the start. But anyway, Guardians of the Galaxy is, from what I heard, a very, very interesting and very fun game. Doesn't mean it has good narrative, and especially outstanding storytelling and narrative developed. It Takes Two falls on the point where its story is kind of hamstrung. It's a little bit on the nose. It's a little bit forced. It's basically it's a couple who is on the break of divorcing or like splitting up, and they are forced to work together and find love and companionship, and basically figure out why they're together and why they can actually live and work together and all that. So it's a little bit forced. Life is Strange True Colors. The fact I haven't heard anything about it, and the fact that it's not being like either blasted for bad or good stuff, means that it's actually good. To a point, you know, that it's actually good. It's a great game. Nobody's like commenting on it, from what I heard. So to me, it's between Psychonauts, which deals with some specific themes, or Life is Strange, which also likes to deal with some specific themes. This one is going to be just me giving it for like supporting the devs, and that's the Deck 9, isn't it? Dotnod that did Life is Strange. Maybe this is new guys that did this. In any case, more stories, more interesting plots, and well, just go to Life is Strange. Why not? I like to spread my points. It's not good when one game takes all of the victories, or most of the victories. Last of Us 2. Okay, best art direction. For outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Boy, why is Psychonauts in everything? Artful Escape. Interesting rhythm music game, which should be played just for the fun of it, but nothing in gameplay. Nothing. It's artistic. It's basically artsy game. It says Artful Escape in the name. Deathloop. More arcane. It's something I don't think I've noticed anything new. It's more Dishonored. Only new skin, a little bit new, and like a little bit wacky design, but still kind of keeping to some of the themes. Kena Bridge of Spirits. It's cute. Pretty much that's all I can say. It's cute. It's fun. It's nicely designed. Now it comes to Psychonauts and Ratchet & Clank. And when it comes to creative and artistic, I think Psychonauts just wins out. It's so hard. When you have such liberty in developing pretty much whatever comes to your crazy ass mind, like in Psychonauts, it's hard to beat that. It's hard to go over that. So it's Psychonauts. I really can't give it to anybody else. Oh boy. Best score in music. For outstanding music, inclusive No. Is it inclusive? Yeah, it's inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Okay, licensed soundtrack games I would like roll out instantly, because licensed soundtrack games, you have licensed popular music. It's gotta be cool. Like, you just, that's easy win. I would just, no, that's too easy. What I would probably score is original music, like original game music for that, made for that game. So, Artful Escape is good. What does it say? Johnny Galvin and Josh Abrams composers. But from what I've heard and seen, it's kinda samey. Cyberpunk, much previous Piotr Tiermamski composers. Sadly, I have not heard that much of Cyberpunk music. Deathloop, also nothing. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy is Richard Ske's composer, and Nier Replicant, Keiichi Okabe, composer. I probably butchered some of these names. This is hard. This is definitely hard. Mostly because I really haven't listened to any of these soundtracks. Maybe I should have prepared. Maybe I'll prepare next year. And then come next year and say I have no idea what I'm voting for, but never mind. I can know that Nier has good soundtracks. Artful Escape has interesting songs that you can play through. And Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy is just licensed. But outstanding music, original score, and licensed soundtracks. I'll go without Artful Escape thing. I don't know if it has the best, probably doesn't have the best, and this foot is probably pointless, but I will support the indies. If you are an indie, if you develop your own music for the game, if I made a mistake in that they have licensed music, which I don't think so, I made a mistake. Best audio design, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. Okay, now this is something else. This is not music, this is basically how effects are. Returnal, I'm not sure about that. Resident Evil Village is good. It has some good voice acting, it has some good like sound design. Ratchet & Clank, probably. Now, Forza is an interesting thing to put in here, because when you're driving cars and you're racing, sound design of that is very important, and Forza is one of the best racing games currently, and I think for a few years now. So that's kind of close. Deathloop maybe squeezes in there, but I'm between Ratchet & Clank and Forza. I would give it to Ratchet & Clank because it has more options in terms of sound and in-game design. There's a lot more happening there, a lot more that you need to, take care of. Thank you for the follow, Gary Dactyl. Hope you enjoyed this. Next one. Ooh, best performance. Now this is gonna be interesting. Awarded for an individual for voice-over acting, motion, and or performance capture. And of course, there's Giancarlo Esposito as Anton Castello, which if I'm sure he did motion capture, face capture, and voice acting. Far Cry 6, Rika Mori as Alex Chen, Life is Strange, True Colors. We have Jason Keeley as Colt Vaughn, Deathloop. Did he do face and motion capture as well? I don't know. Maggie Robertson as Lady Dimitrescu. I know at least one person who would vote for this on an instant. Resident Evil Village, Izuma Akaga as Juliana Blake, Deathloop. I'm seeing a lot of Deathloop here, in everything. A lot. I think, hands down, Giancarlo Esposito. I really can't say much about other actors and how much they did for their games. But, I mean, Maggie, I'm guessing she just gave the voice, and it was a very sexy voice, very tall lady voice, very amazing. But I mean, Giancarlo Esposito is basically acting in the video game with the motion capture and everything. It's gonna be hands down, and I think that's gonna win really easily. Games for Impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. This is already hard to vote for, because what message is the one that hits you most? This is personal. This is very personal when it comes to voting. We have Before Your Eyes. We have Boyfriend Dungeon. That's very personal for some people. We have Chicory: A Colorful Tale. We have Life is Strange Through Colors, of course, and No Longer Home. Oh boy, I know of Boyfriend's Dungeon, don't ask me why, but everything else is relatively new. I'm very much guessing that Before Our Eyes, No Longer Home, and Chicory is very, very emotional, very pro-social meaning. I wonder why they didn't put Road 96 here. That's a very interesting game. But the choices here are very weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go on a limb and I'm gonna go with Before Your Eyes. I have no idea what that game is. It just looks weird enough. Best ongoing game. Oh my god, this is gonna be fun. Awarded for a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Oh boy. You're gonna hear my comments here now. Apex Legends. Absolutely out. I know I'm gonna get hate mail for this. Absolutely out. No. I mean, it is developing constantly. It is adding stuff, but adding new like agents and I don't know if they added maps or anything, or rebalancing is kind of not that special. Fortnite out. Actually, I should put Fortnite on 5th position, like out. Because adding new skins of Naruto and everything, like Naruto, I don't know why they're adding Naruto now. If they added that 10 years ago, okay, I get it. But they're adding it now, in 2021. What the fuck? Also adding skins of everything else, changing the map. I mean, changing the map is cool, but also kind of like, if you want to explore the map, you're probably gonna get shot. You can't really do the quests there or whatever. So, no. That's just getting money from kids. Call of Duty Warzone, I absolutely don't care about that. No care, not at all. Just pointless. Now, it falls to Final Fantasy XIV Online. So, outstanding development, ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. It does. It absolutely does. Like, Final Fantasy XIV, with new expansion coming, with the new stuff, with the new events, it's constantly giving players something to do and all of that. But, and this is a big but, and this is really something that I'm probably gonna get hate again, is I'm thinking of giving it to Genshin Impact. And here my reasoning. The game is barely a year and something old. There is constantly new events and new things to do. They've increased the map, I think doubled the size of the map from the start. They've added housing, they've added like every 2 or 3 weeks you have new event which is something new, some new mechanics, some new like I don't know how to, so new gameplay, like something, it's a mix of all, they're mixing, adding stuff and all that, but it's constantly something that will keep you in game, grinding away, getting new stuff. Even if you're casual playing, you will have stuff to do and stuff to experience and stuff to see. So it's constantly giving you something and not rehashing. I haven't seen anything rehashed, or at least not brutally rehashed. Although I have stopped playing for like 3 or 4 months now. And they are rehashing the old banners so you can roll again on characters and spend money and all that. But the thing is, the events, the content, the stuff they're adding constantly is always new and always good and always developing. They're always adding new stuff, trying some new stuff, tossing out stuff that people don't like, adding new stuff, testing it out, combining. Look, it's always constantly growing. And I have no idea, like, Miho is in an insane company. Trust me. They are already supporting Hawkeye Impact, supporting another game, supporting Genshin Impact, making a new game. I don't know how they're doing that, except they probably have minds full of people just developing. But yeah, best indie. Oh boy. For outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher systems. Ugh. Never mind. Guys, indies, good luck, develop new games, make games. Anyway, 12 minutes falls out because of the reveal and because it is basically just they spent more money on actors and all that than developing an ending story that is good. You will figure it out if you play it. But it's a good idea, it's a good mechanic, the loop is amazing, but it's been done. It's a minute game, it's called. And not just that, but it's the thing about the story is interesting, it drives you all, but it's the ending sours your taste and you don't want to hear about the game ever again. Inscription, actually I've watched Markiplier play this recently, and it's very interesting card game, very creepy card game. If you are into card games and deck building games, this adds a whole level of creepiness to it. Loop Hero, roguelites, I don't enjoy them, and nope. It's creative technical achievement. Kena Bridge of Spirits, it looks more of a AAA game than I think an indie game. So I don't know how that stands with outstanding creative and technical achievement. Death's Door is actually a really good game. That is the first game from the list that I played. I have Loop Hero, don't at me. But that is the game I actually played and enjoyed, and it's really cool. It's beyond interesting. I don't know how to describe it. It's a very creative game, let's just say that. Matthew Naily, Hyro, says Hyro. Hi Matthew. We're just chatting about and enjoying some time discussing Game Awards and what I'm voting for. And I'm boy, it's been half an hour and I'm only at category 10. Jesus. Anyway, best indie out of these all games, and I'm including that you have a lot of things to do and a lot of that it's not the same gameplay, that they try to do a lot. I'm between Death's Door and actually Kena Bridge of Spirits, because Kena has a lot of, it's a nice and adventure story game, and Death's Door is, I'm gonna go Death's Door because it's more creative. The way the character you're playing, the world you're in, all of that, it's one of the most creative games here. Like, I would actually put it close to Inscription, which is with its design, but I'm more keen to Death's Door because it's more fun. Inscription is strategy, it's technical. Best mobile game, oh boy, for the best game playable mobile device, League of Legends Wild Rift, no. I'm just, no. Marvel Fortune Revolution, I've seen it, cash grabby too much. Pokemon Unite, I don't know how would that consider phone game. I mean, it's on Switch and all that, and it's too grindy, and it was very pay to win at the start. I don't know if they rebalanced it, but that's a big minus. Oh, Fantasian, I have no idea. It looks like a Nier game, but it's not. So I'm gonna go with Genshin because, oh boy, presented by Verizon. Just dear God, no. I'm just gonna go with Genshin because it's an easy win for it. This is like voting for Warframe previous, like few years ago, as the best supported game. Oh boy, best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches. Fortnite, no. No. just any game that has that much of size of a community is toxic and it's awful. Apex Legends, again, same thing. No. Destiny 2. Boy. Destiny 2. I love the game. I enjoyed the game. I played it day one. I bought all expansions day one. I played every content that... Well, not some of the raids, to be honest. I love the game. I love the community. The community is actually good. The people who play, even some of the new people who play and join and stick with it, they are great. Like, the community is great. One of the reasons why the community is great is because it's kind of... when you add to a multiplayer game, when you add a money gate, say it like that, there's a better saying, but when you add that kind of a block, it kind of removes a lot of the trolls. So that's why I'm tossing Apex Legends and Fortnite out, because when a free game it is, there's going to be a lot of trolls, a lot of toxicity, and kind of like blows the water out with the regular people who actually want to help. Destiny is kind of free, but kind of not. There's still people playing it. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of new people, but for you to enjoy all the content, you still need to buy it. To buy all the expansions and DLCs and everything. So I would love to vote for Destiny because, again, people who are in it are great. But like community support is... I think this is not really community. This is community support, which I'm probably making a mistake. Maybe there's better community support in Apex Legends and Fortnite. It says recognize the game outstanding community support, transparency and responsiveness, inclusive social media and activity, game updates and patches. Okay, I'm talking about community, not talking about people supporting it, who are supporting the community. This is basically a fight between, even if the other communities, like Destiny has decent community support, and Fortnite and Apex Legends don't want to touch it. Basically, the only two communities are No Man's Sky and community sports, No Man's Sky and Final Fantasy XIV. Tricky Tarix, thanks for the follow. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed. Well, as I said, did I post time doing this? No Man's Sky has great community and very community supportive. They're even adding another chance for you to earn the Normandy in an expedition again, which was kind of an exclusive for a very limited time, but they're listening to community, adding again. Actually, the best communication and transparency and responsiveness and help, I think, goes to Final Fantasy XIV. They really know how to communicate with their community. They really know and understand them and are really supportive of them. Like, even if they fuck something up or they apologize, they're really nice. And they understand games. They understand their community. Next one. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Innovation in accessibility, recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology and content to help games be played and enjoyed by even wider audiences. Data BM, thank you for the follow. Okay, honestly, hands down, accessibility, The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us Part 2, just game that blew accessibility innovation out of the water. The game is trash in my book, but the accessibility options, amazing. It's not on the list, of course. It would be stupid to be on the list. But Guardians of the Galaxy, I really don't know what they have in accessibility options. Far Cry 6, I do not believe it has any. Horizon, Forza Horizon, maybe. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, I really don't know if they have any. The Veil Shadow of the Crown. I need to confirm this. I'm gonna just look at my Steam for a second. But I think I know what this game is. I almost a few times got it as yes, okay. This game wins out, and I'm gonna explain you why. This is basically you playing as, if I'm not mistaken, you are playing as a blind swordsman. And this is something that anybody can play and experience and see how it is. It's not a long game, it is a good one. It's fully blind accessible, and it is made so that that's kind of the innovation. And recognizing software and hardware and pushing the medium forward. That this is not the only game made like this. There are a few. I've ran into a few games, and they have interesting ways of dealing with this. But I think it wins out for this because it is very well made. It's placed like that. You're basically playing as a blind swordsman, and you need to listen. You need to listen to the sounds of your enemies. You need to listen to the raspy voice, to where the swing is coming from, how it's coming from. So anybody can play that. I mean, accessibility. So it's an interesting way to do that, and I that's really cool. So next one, best VR or AR game. For the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. Sniper Elite VR, maybe. Resident Evil 4 is good. It's a good idea. I'm glad they did it. It's a fun idea. But it's still just Resident Evil 4 with VR mechanics only. Lone Echo 2 I've heard of, but I don't really know much about it. I Expect You to Die 2 is a fun game. I think it's also, I think, 2-player. Like one needs to read some of the stuff off, and you need to play, or you need to just play with stuff. Hitman 3. I need to get a VR set so I can play some of these games. Anyway, I'm gonna give it to Hitman 3 because Hitman kind of has an insane variety of what you can do, and if they transfer that to VR, that's kind of nuts. Oh boy, best action game. For the best game in the action genre, focused primarily on the combat. Okay, focused primarily on combat. All of these are very good games. Maybe Fallout 6, I would toss it out because it's more, not Fallout, Far Cry 6, because it's more of the same. It's very, very much more of the same. We've seen this, we've played this, it's more of the same. Chivalry 2 I've actually played, and it's chaos. It's utter chaos. I don't know who plays that with regular sense and meaning and semblance, maybe on like competitive, high level competitive. It's actually doable, and it's actually logical to watch that, but it's chaos. Back 4 Blood is basically more Left 4 Dead. It's Left 4 Dead 3, it's same action, same all that. Returnal is cool because it adds the bullet hell into third person, which again, some games already done that more or less to different success. I would actually give Deathloop this. It's because it is primarily focused on combat. It's just combat. The game is literally just combat. It's get from point A to point B, kill as many people as you can in as best and wildest fashion possible. So I'm actually gonna give that to that. Maybe more people would give it to Far Cry 6 because it is combat. It's also just combat, but we've played that for the previous 3 games. It's boring. Give me something new, and Deathloop at least does something new. Best action adventure. For the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. First off, I don't know why they're adding Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, where there's so much better games, and this is like the latest game that came out, but never mind. Oh boy, Resident Evil Village out as well as Guardians of the Galaxy. It is action, adventure, traversal and combat, puzzle solving, but it's in first person and it's boring. It's very limiting in that. You can't really go nuts with that. So, we have 3 top contenders which could all hold the place, which is Ratchet & Clank, Psychonauts, and Metroid Dread. They all do action adventure, combat, and traversal and puzzle solving perfectly. Just those are the games made for that. Those are the games. I could vote for Psychonauts for my personal tastes. I could vote for Ratchet & Clank for doing a lot of things interesting, especially with drifting and all that. But I would like to vote actually for Metroid Dread, because we're back to form and the form is still working. The 2D side-scrolling action adventure, combat, traversal, puzzle solving. Well, not that much puzzle solving, but let's slide it. Let's just vote. This is my personal vote, and I don't care. I will. I will watch and I will stream the Game Awards, and I will comment, and I will maybe make a list of what I voted and see what I hit and what I didn't. But it's gonna be, oh my god, best role-playing game. Oh boy. Okay, for best game designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. That is stupid. That is downright stupid. Like, say including massively multiplayer experiences is dumb. You make an MMO and then put it in an MMO list. This should just be game design with rich player character customization and progression. Okay, Shin Megami Tensei has rich story in characters, but not much in character customization and progression. It's still an RPG. Tales of Arise, again, amazing story, not much in customization. Scarlet Nexus, I think it has a lot of customization, but story kind of falls through. Monster Hunter Rise, again. And Cyberpunk 2077. I want to give it to Cyberpunk. I shouldn't give it to Cyberpunk because of all of the crap that they did and all of the backlash when it popped up on these lists, especially with the way the game. Look, I'm gonna take out Cyberpunk. Should win hands down because it has a rich story. It has player customization, progression. You can literally play it whatever the fuck you want. You can be stealthy, you can be hacky, you can be bruiser, you can be shooter, you can be sniper, you can be any combination, any at all. Their stories are interesting enough, the world is interesting enough. It should win out hands down, but I'm gonna remove it because of it broke our hearts. It broke our collective hearts. It ruined our trust in CD Projekt Red. Monster Hunter Rise, I wanted to play, but I didn't get a chance, so I'm gonna fall onto Scarlet Nexus, Shin Megami Tensei 5, and Tales of Arise. Best role playing. Again, Cyberpunk wins out. If you want to role play, that's it. Pretty much writing your own story, your own choices. Everything else is good role play, but still kind of limiting. Like Tales of Arise, Tales series amazing, but linear. Scarlet Nexus linear, Shin Megami Tensei linear, great stories, amazing. Still, fuck it, I'm gonna give it to Scarlet Nexus because I don't know what to give. This is just dumb. Cyberpunk is gonna win out. I know that, but just gonna win for something else. Best fighting game. Oh boy, this is funny. For the best game design, primarily around hand-to-hand combat, Demon Slayer. Eddie? Ha! Thank you for the follow. Okay, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles. I don't really care for Demon Slayer. And I don't believe they made a great game. I mean, stylish, but nah. We have Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I wanna give it to them just for the shits and giggles and nothing else. Virtua Fighter S, Ultimate Showdown, Multi-Blood type Lumina, cool. Guilty Gear, I always know Arc System Works is great, but I don't know what it with Shy. I'm gonna give it to North Carolina. I don't care, it's just for shits and giggles. I'm not brawler, dude. I don't. Yeah. Okay, best family game. For the best game appropriate for family play, interactive, in respective of genre or platform. It Takes Two falls out because technically it's family, but for two, not for the whole family. Pokemon Snap, that's I think mostly just still a single player game. WarioWare, Get It Together, I really don't know about anything about that. Super Mario 3D World, Bowser's Fury, again kind of. I mean, Mario Party, it's always been, it's always gonna be just Mario Party. I don't know what the Superstar is, but Mario Party, just a family game. It's something you play together. It's something that's not, that either you bond or you lose your family members to. Anyway, best sim strategy game. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. Age of Empires 4. Evil Genius 2, World Domination. I've heard a lot of people expecting a lot from that, but nothing came out. Humankind. Why is Inscription here? I mean, and also Microsoft Flight Simulator. No, dude, leave. No. You came out, didn't this came out a long time ago? What the fuck is now this? Inscription is a good strategy game. Very good. Very, you can go do a lot about it. But there is, again, proper strategy games. Age of Empires 4 is pretty much more of Age of Empires. Humankind is kind of broken. Actually, I'm gonna give it to the indies. Inscription is a really, really interesting game. What you can do with cards, how nuts it goes, and with just... Oh, I'm gonna vote for it. Best sports racing. For best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game. FIFA? No. No. FIFA, no. FIFA doesn't deserve to get any rewards anywhere, anytime. No. Just EA Sport. No. I know, like that football thing is the worst, but the FIFA, no. Sports packs, all of that, no. F1 2021. I played some of the previous games, and it's just the same. I mean, it's an amazing simulation. You can actually play for the full 3 hours of driving and all that, but have fun, people. If you did you want that? Did you like that? Riders Republic, that's basically Steep, but Summer Edition, from what I've seen. It's good, but I don't think it's that fun. Maybe for some people, where you could just, mess about and joke and try to figure this out, but not really. The two games actually that are fun is, Forza Horizon 5 is gonna win. It's gonna get the vote. But Hot Wheels Unleashed, that's fun. That's fun racing. I want to play Hot Wheels Unleashed because it's just fun, stupid racing. It doesn't need to be like simulation perfect. I mean, Forza 5 definitely, but I would place Hot Wheels again at the same position because it's fun. Racing has to be fun. Best multiplayers. For outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. Oh boy. Okay, yes, I've said this is the best co-op game, but not multiplayer game. Monster Hunter Rise, again, awesome, but kind of limiting. New World, good at the start, but it doesn't get my vote because it burned up my graphics card, so no. Personal Spike, yes. Knockout City, pretty much I haven't heard anybody play this. It's probably fun, but I don't know what to do about that. Back 4 Blood, good. Great. Fun. Still no. I'm gonna give it actually to Valheim, because Valheim is just bonkers with players. It's just too fun, it's too amazing, it has exploration, it has character development, it has building, it has randomness, it has awesome stuff happening. It's just, it is the best multiplayer game out of these presented here. Like, New World wanted to be something, it was something for a month and then done. Content Creator of the Year. For a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community in 2021. Nah, not really, I didn't. Okay, let's see if I recognize any of these or watch them. Dream, Fusia, Pulsi, Dolls, by Greg. I'm gonna go vote for Dream. I haven't watched any of these guys, but Dream has a cartoon character instead of himself, so let's go with that. Best debut indie. For the best debut game created by a new independent studio. Okay. New independent studio. It's technically... This is a very tricky subject and tricky title, because that studio does not need to have new developers. It could be some experienced developers who have developed games for 20 years and just made a new studio and made a new game. What should be rewarded is an indie studio which has the young developers. I don't know, I'm not really sure about any of these, I'm not gonna comment on any of these, but I'm just gonna say that is what should be seen for this group, for this title. All of these games are okay. Sable is here and there. Forgotten City, kind of... It's good, interesting idea, but also kind of falls through at some moments. Artful Escape, not... It's a rhythm game, but it's more Simon Says rhythm game. It's too simple. I would actually give again to Valheim, because I think that's actually a new developer studio team made, or at least small. So it's gonna be that. Most anticipated game. Oh boy. Recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. Presented by Prime Game. Okay, so this needs to be important. The subtext is important. Recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. And pretty much all of these don't do that. Let's just roll some of these out. Sequel to The Legend of the Breath of the Wild. We don't even have the title. Amazing game. I'm expecting it to be groundbreaking a lot, but again, it's still gonna be Breath of the Wild. Horizon Forbidden West, I'm expecting it to be pretty much the same. Like, they're gonna add more monsters, but more gear, but it's pretty much gonna be Horizon. God of War Ragnarok, still. The axe, the kid, the bow, the Chaos Blades, Kratos beating everybody up. It's gonna be the new God of War, just with more levels. Elden Ring has the potential to push the gaming media forward, but still kind of From Software. It's kind of still the same. And Starfield, I mean, we can hope, just like what was that Star Citizen game, that it's gonna push the potential of gaming media forward, but that's Bethesda, and we absolutely know that Bethesda uses the same bloody engine from fucking Oblivion to design new Fallout games. So no, absolutely not. Starfield, no. The only one, like, I know Elden Ring has new stuff, but from what I've seen in the gameplay, they've literally just combined stuff from Sekiro and Dark Souls together and added jumping. They've added jumping. The only one I have any faith in doing something new, something actually new, is Breath of the Wild. And I know I've said the first that it's gonna be the same thing, but I that's the only one I can hope that actually has some new stuff done, because Horizon, I'm expecting pretty much the same. God of War, pretty much the same. Elden Ring, I've seen it. it's still gonna fall to the... I mean, Elden Ring is following in the footsteps of Breath of the Wild, so who knows how it's gonna be. But Breath of the Wild has so much stuff to do, so much, that I wanna give it a chance. That's my most anticipated game. Actually, it is my most anticipated game out of all of those. Like, out of every of these games, like Starfield I don't care about, Horizon I really care about, and God of War I care about, but Breath of the Wild is my most anticipated game, if you want to go by that. Why is Grubhub presenting best esports game? God. For the game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective of game, genre, or platform. They needed to add this so some people don't yell at them. Oh boy, some very old contenders because they never get dethroned. Call of Duty. Nah. Activision, no. They don't deserve any rewards. League of Legends, still too toxic, still too old, still nothing new. They always just toss out old mods and interesting stuff. Valorant, kernel, I think still level access, no. It's a good, interesting thing. Dota 2 has fallen through from what I've heard. I don't think it's that strong anymore. Maybe I'm mistaken. So I'm gonna just go for Counter-Strike. I think I voted for that every year. And Counter-Strike is the oldest and still active in esports, in competitive, in people just living off of Counter-Strike. It's still just the top best esports game. I don't know what's gonna dethrone it, when it's gonna dethrone it, but still. Best esports athlete. I have no idea who these guys are. Best sports athlete judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2021, irrespective of game. Chris Simpleher, Heo Showmaker Su, Magomed Collapse Khalilov, Sander Simple Sloliev. What the fuck is he holding? Oh, titles or something. And Tyson Tens NGO. I absolutely have no idea who these guys are. I absolutely don't follow esports. So, who of these guys looks cutest? I don't know. I absolutely have no other merit. Cool, let's go with this guy. I have no idea how these guys are good at performance or conduct and how they acted on the field and off the field. Best esports team. Again, no idea. Recognizing a specific esports team, not the full organization, judged the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2021. Atlanta FaZe, DWGKIA, Law, League of Legends, Natus Serie, Counter-Strike, Global. Offensive, is that just one dude? No. Sentinels from Valorant and Team Spirit Dota 2. Which guys look most interesting? Okay, I'm gonna move this. I have no idea. Please don't sue me. Again, we have Der Slimmer. Thank you for the follow. Next is best esports coach. Thankfully, we're finishing up this close. The esports coach judged to be the most outstanding in performance and conduct. Wait, isn't this guy? No, this is just Ariat Silent Gaziev, Andrei Eichschol, Andrei Biad, no, Blade, I think this is Oronsky, James Crowder, Kim Kokoma, Junkion. This guy looks like he's sports athlete. He has the coolest name. If that's Blade, that's the coolest name. I don't care. Please don't sue me. Best esports event. Recognizing an event across single or multiple days that delivered the best class experience for participants and broadcast audience. League of Legends Championship. International 2021. Were there actually some contests up when you open because you know the human malware still running around. PUBG Mobile, no, PUBG no, Valorant Championship Tour, PGL Majors Stockholm. This looks like it's the most crowded. I don't know if I should support that or denounce that. Actually, I have no idea what was played in PGL, so I don't care. I'll vote for that. Don't sue me. Anyway, I have voted votes cast for all 33 categories. Nominees, which game publisher, version, and all. Basically, we have cast our votes. We are done with the Game Awards. Violet Sage PDX, thanks for the follow. And what I want to say now is, oh boy, I should have played more games apparently, more AAAs, but I don't know if my PC would support that. In any case, it was hard to make decision. I'm glad that not, except maybe for Deathloop and Psychonauts 2, which is in most categories, there's still other ones. They still need to spread out with the categories. What I would do, and this is brutal, is one game can be in only one category for whatever reason they did. They need to choose, like game, like literally. This would be stupid and fun, but the Game Awards should like make a list and then send it to, I don't know, let's say to Cyberpunk, to CD Projekt Red. They send it to them, and they say you are nominated in these lists, in all these lists. We can choose in order of your importance for which you wanna be selected to be voted on, and then they can choose like Game of the Year, then the next one be the best art direction, then the next one be the best role-playing game and all that. So if the Game of the Year gets filled up with 5 games by some internal voting and I don't know, whatever, they get bumped to something else down the line, which is, they need to be like internally to have the list of voted games and which one got the most. Some mechanic, I'm spitballing now, but some mechanic should be developed that one game can be in one category and that's it. So that way we can have more games to be voted on, and we can have bigger spread. The people can see new games and all that, because if like Deathloop gets rewards in every nomination that it's been nominated, it's gonna be boring. It's gonna be boring, yeah, like a game nomination and ceremony and all that. So that's kind of a thing that sucks ass, and especially that 90% of the votes comes from a specific jury and game journalists and game companies and all that, while only 10% comes from the fans, which sucks. I mean, this should be voted only by fans, because fans vote. I know there is like bombing and somebody can make 20,000 accounts and vote for a game, but those accounts are really easily found out. You can probably write a script to find out like duplicate accounts or accounts with stupid ass names and combinations, stuff like that. You can roll them out and roll out those votes, but that's too much, too expensive. They don't care about it. They need advertisement and all the stuff. So that's the thing which I don't like about this, but still I want to cast my own vote and want to discuss it with you guys through comments, through messages and all that. We voted for the Game Awards, and that's done for this, I can say, episode, and for this year's voting. We're gonna come back again when the Game Awards are being shown. We're gonna comment, I'm gonna watch, quasi co-stream with all of this, and we will see how good I was on my predictions, which one is gonna win. Okay, this is pretty much my dumb list and what I wanted to vote. Anyway, now it's off to something way more fun, and that is Steam Awards, which truly is fun. Let me just confirm something. Can I nominate? Yes, I can nominate. Oh boy, for this I need to actually... well, maybe I'll be able to see the list. Why I like Steam Awards out of all of the awards in game, like Golden Joystick was recently, and they like voted the most, the best game of not all time, but like kind of not best, but what was it? The most outstanding or something game of all time to be Demon's Souls or Dark Souls, which is. Are you kidding me? God damn it. Steam Awards have an amazing category section and a very fun category section, and I think, as far as I know, it's all voted and nominated by fans. Like it's nominated by fans and voted by fans, or like people who have Steam. So it's probably the most accurate voting system of all. We have Game of the Year award, VR Game of the Year award, and now we find it in some good categories, which is Labor of Love award, Better with Friends award, Outstanding Visual Style award, Most Innovative Gameplay award, Best Game You Suck At award, Best Soundtrack award, Outstanding Story-Rich Game award, Sit Back and Relax award. Truly amazing nominees. And yeah, no, I'm gonna need to, unless I do this, I can actually read and see all of this. Anyway, nominate now. Nominate now. Vote during the winter sale. Winners announced on 3rd January, which I'm gonna cover as well. It is time again to convene a Steam Awards Collection Committee, whose sole task is to nominate the best and brightest of the year. The esteemed committee is composed of those most qualified to judge. You! You must determine who elevated the medium of games by metrics as unique as the field of contenders. To that end, we present a few new categories by which measure greatness. Choice is yours. Go forth and nominate. Game of the Year Award. Maybe it was its immersive gameplay or its gripping story, its well-crafted characters, immaculate design, or addictive multiplayer. Whatever the reason, the winner of this year's Game of the Year award is an instant classic. I have something else for what was it? Not innovative. Where is the rich game? I mean, not rich game, but stuff. Nominate. So, games released this year that you've played and other possibilities. This is like some that I've added and that I can nominate. Soul Water, no. I didn't really. Alone with Logan, nah. Now that Paradise Lost is story rich, but not this. For this, I need to check on my list of games for this year because I've played a lot, I've seen a lot of them come out, but I have equally forgotten what has come out this year because it's been a long ass year. What would be the game of the year for 2025? Oh, 2021. Jeez, I went into the future for some unexplained reason. It would be good if the chat would speak up and see what they're. Oh my god, no, Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning came on Nintendo Switch this year, as well as Stubbs Zombie Rebel Without a Pulse remake. It's the thing is, oh, we have another one. Lobo Lopus, thank you for the follow. We have an interesting thing about this year. A lot of very expected games, very sought after games, fell through a lot. Oh my god, Subverse came out this year. Technically. Oh shit. I need to add this. I need to add that sub list of this, just for shits and giggles. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Yeah, a lot of the games that came out at the beginning of the year were great, and a lot of the games that came out in the second half were not so much, especially the remasters and the remakes and all of that. And people were kind of depressed about that. So, you know. Also, I'm gonna actually the thing I should list and the thing I should sort this by is by the games that I played this year. So I could click this and switch out, and it's gonna, you know, get me some other games. Could check which games I got this year so we can actually see. Oh wait, Haven? It haven't come out this year. I think it came out last year. Let me check. Oh, technically came out previous year. No, it came out February. Oh, for Nintendo DS and PS4. Let me check when it came out on PC. I don't wanna bugger it all up. December, okay. Technically it still counts. Huh. Not game of the year per se, but also wait, I need to. I can't really see that well through these glasses because of the, this. Okay, now I can actually see. Because I didn't notice Control. Control came out, the complete edition. I mean, the Ultimate Edition. There is other stuff that Yakuza Like a Dragon was an amazing game this year. Like, a lot of this was at the beginning of the year. Later part, and especially broke November and October, did not really surprise that much. Let me check. Let me check the lists. I should have maybe made a list so we don't waste time like this. I'll think of that next year. Maybe. But for now, I'm just gonna see if something pops out into my brain that surprises me. Maybe we can drink something. I really need to put games that I've played on the list. And it's definitely not gonna win. I mean, definitely not. Actually, I should probably put in Valheim. It's been one of the best games of on Steam. I can edit this. I can edit this. VR Game of the Year award. I haven't played any. I not played. I haven't. I don't have a VR set, but I have played it at my friend Faldang's, and I have a nomination for that, and it's actually. No, where is? No, it's not Star Wars. Did it release this year? Let me check. I think I know the name. It should be something Darth Vader. Yeah, it's Darth Vader Immortal. It came out 2019. Okay. So I need to see games not eligible on the list this year. I can't put in Beat Saber. Good Saber. Because did not came out this year. VR game that came out this year. Boy, that's difficult. That's absolutely bonkers to figure out. Let's go back to this. This is gonna give me ideas. What was the best VR game? Screw it, I'll give it to Resident Evil. I have no idea what else. It's not? How is it not? No. Okay, I expected to die. That's gonna get nomination. Labor of Love Awards. I mean, okay, I didn't read this. The VR Game of the Year isn't merely masquerading as a regular reality. This game improves on reality, taking advantage of the medium of VR and pushing the boundaries of the virtual realm. It's difficult for me to judge that because I don't really play them. It's not that I'm fond of, it's that I don't have any VR sets, so kind of limiting on that. So I'm just going on a limb and posting this. Labor of Love Award. Labor of Love. This game has been out for a while. The team is well past the debut of their creative baby. But being good parents, these devs continue to nurture and support their creation. This game to this day is still getting new content after all these years. Warframe is not eligible for that anymore. No Man's Sky is not eligible for that because it won out a few times. I need to find a new game. I need to find something new. What I would probably suggest is something weird. Maybe... Yes, it's gonna be probably Children of Morta. It's difficult to say this. There are a lot of games who are stuck in kind of early access or are supported merely by patches and some small updates and all that. Like, they haven't added much to Children of Morta. But it's either that or maybe Hard Space Shipbreaker, because they've added actually a campaign. Since, again, Warframe kind of fell through, Destiny is finagling. I don't want to give this to Final Fantasy XIV, per se. Did they give anything to Final Fantasy? I think they gave community to Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know. I thought they were gonna be in MMO category or something. Anyway, I'm literally looking through my Steam list trying to figure out something or other. Maybe I can sort it to release date or something, so I can at least figure out what came out this year, or is, well, this is supposed to be multiple years. It needs to be supported, it needs to be cherished. There are games, they obviously are, but I'm gonna go with Children of Morta. It's a good game. Maybe Hades, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure something out. I don't want to nominate more multiple games. It's one game per category. That's why I'm saving some other ones. Better with Friends Award. There are some games out there that just aren't the same when you play by yourself. Maybe you need to have a friend to watch your back. Maybe you need to have a friend that you can stab in their back. Either way, fun is awaiting those who gather friends to play this game. I like how it's nominating some games who are absolutely not cooperative or not really cooperative. Better with friends. This actually needs to be improved by playing with friends. This is not multiplayer. Well, kind of, maybe. No, I'm not gonna comment on that. It needs to be something. Why is it giving me some stuff that's not even cooperative? We have another follow. Thank you. Let me just read it. Where am I? I'm trying to look at this and I'm backing up. Slurp DDD. Thank you for the follow. It should be a multiplayer game, or it should be a game that can be played in multiplayer. That is way better experienced with friends. I mean, I can. I don't think I can add. Let me see if I can add original sin. No, it needs to be this year. Though we can't add Baldur's Gate. No. What was the game that's best played together? Celeste, I don't think it can be played in multiplayer as far as I remember. It needs to be multiplayer better. It needs to stand on its own, but it needs to be multiplayer better. You know what? I'll add Witchtastic. I had amazing time with Alice playing this, so I'm gonna add Witchtastic because why the fuck not? Outstanding visual style. Visual style doesn't aspire to real-world graphical fidelity, though a noble goal in itself. It describes a distinctive look and feel that suffices an entire game. Okay, visual style. Visual style. I should Death's Door. Death's Door is a nice visual style game. Lightbound as well. Kind of falters on other stuff, but visual is good. Breath Edge is nice. But not that amazing visually. I want to check what it's giving me as an option. I wonder if I could just refresh. I should have made a list. I should have actually made a list and then just comment on it because I have no idea what to add to this. What was the first thing I added? Commented? Chat, can you help me? Kinda forgot what was the first two I mentioned that are good. I'll maybe remember. When you play a lot of games, you kinda forget which one is good and which one is not. Let me see. Stunning storage, game, sit back and relax. Outstanding visual style. Visual style really needs to be something. It needs to be something that blows me away. And I know there was at least one game. I'm gonna go with Death's Door for now. Visually, it is one of the most interesting ones. Innovative gameplay. The designers of this game are at the front lines of creative experimentation, bringing a fresh perspective and brain-breaking surprises. The game delighted, inspired, and entertained with newness never before played. That is also, I mean, I would actually nominate play because it actually is new. It is very hard to do innovative gameplay in some of the standard genres and standard games that you do, because it's not as easy to add something that's gonna blow players away. I'm actually gonna go again through the list because I know I did play something quite recently or somewhere or other which came out recently that is really interesting. I wanna add stuff that I played. I don't wanna add stuff that is on other people's lists and stuff that I did not play. This is something I personally played. I played through it, I played around it, I maybe finished it or something like that. And there's not that many that can fill out something as specific as this. I'm honestly trying to go through these visual style. Actually, it could actually be hue or one hand clapping, just because of the way the game is presented. Just trying to figure out what else was I playing recently which could be like that. Dreamscaper is a good option. Yeah, like it is. Dreamscaper is probably a good option as well. No Orange Cast. I don't know why it's adding me some stuff that is just no. Just so much no. And I actually need to figure out stuff that is came out recently. Like there's a few games that I played that are old that I don't wanna add. Oh boy. This is so hard. So bloody hard, so bloody hard. It is hard to make a choice today. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Next time maybe we'll be able to do this without, making a mess like this. Malavik 1963, thank you for the follow. Thank you guys, this was amazing. I haven't had this many follows in endeavor. You guys are all amazing. Just, I'm being blown away. I'm speechless. I have no idea what I'm saying. Just so many follows. What am I gonna choose? What am I gonna choose? I have no idea. Did Darkwood came out this year or earlier? I think it came out earlier. Phasmophobia. I should probably add that. Actually, is that? Wait, is Phasmophobia came out recently? Nah. No, it came out before. That's a game that's definitely better with friends. So much better with friends. Like, oh my god, so much better with friends. Still trying to look through some of these old ones, but nothing comes to mind. Nothing is jumping at me, being like, yes, this is the game. Actually, no, I'm gonna add, this. I have a game for this. BPM didn't? Come on, it didn't come out? Ah, no, BPM didn't come out then? Damn it. I thought it would be BPM. No, it came out in September of last year. Ah, damn it. BPM is amazing game. Amazing visual design. And style and everything. I think I scrolled too far back. Like, visual style is something very specific, very special that needs to be thought out. But I'm probably just gonna go with something dumb, stupid, and totally not deserving, you know. So let me just. So innovative game. Actually, oh, not design. This is gameplay. Actually, I have actually a game for that, and it's a weird one. No, I have a game for that. It's not Book of Travels. Actually, it might be Book of Travels, but it's actually something more dumb. I don't know if it came out this year. It did. John Wick Hex. Try it out. It's really unique. Best game you suck at award. This game is for that game rewards persistence and is not the faint of heart. It's the toughest game we've ever loved. I do not have those kinds of games. If the game is tough to be tough and be stupid and stuff like that, I do not have that kind of game. I don't play games just to be tough, just to kick my ass. I played it to enjoy them. I played it to get over them, to like beat them and all that. And if it's too tough and if it's stupidly tough, like, and I'm looking at you, Dark Souls and all that, I tend to avoid them. I would still maybe play them, but not in the way they should be played. So I'm not the best one to be asked about this. There are definitely good games, and there are definitely games I suck at, but again, they don't really stay long on my PC. They are gone. The one I can add to this, I don't know if it's from this year again, is... Yeah, no games released this year. We have another flu. This time it was Papercorn Big Bong 69. Thank you guys. You know what? I know what game actually can fit in this. And I'm not even mad about this. I've tried it. I played it. I suck at it. Best Soundtrack Award. This unsung hero deserves the recognized for its most outstanding metal score. And yeah, I didn't blast through all 3 hours of song. I thought it went to something else. Anyway, I have a game for this. Soundtrack is very important and very tough to deal with and very tough to do. There are games I really love soundtracks of and that I listen to outside of the game or like enjoy listening in the game and all of that. One game that came out recently, which soundtrack I actually really like, even though I didn't like it while I'm playing because I was terrified out my ass, but the game that I liked and the music that I enjoyed and that I'm actually using for my D&D group, and I'll hopefully they will also find it to their liking because it's a creepy, you know, series and session. It's actually gonna be Tormented Souls. Probably there were better soundtracks. Maybe there are. Maybe I played one that like got me more hyped up. I will remember or not, but still. What did I took Valheim for the Game of the Year award? Yeah. Outstanding story-rich game award. Some days only a narrative-heavy game will hit the spot, and this one packs a wallop. It is as gripping as any soap opera and as well tuned as a prestige TV screenplay. Bravissimo for making us feel things. Bite me. That's my response. Bite me. No, I'm not joking. It's Subverse. Trust me on that. Don't trust me on that. Kick me out the window. It's Subverse. It has. Okay. Now in all seriousness. First of all, it is. Whoever knows what Subverse is laughing their asses off and is probably thinking I'm a madman. But if you've played it, you'll know that it has it's very narrative heavy game. It packs more than a wallop, more than a few wallops. It's as gripping as any soap opera because it's fucking insane. And it makes you feel things, some weird things, but feel things. Okay, I'm mostly joking. I'm still leaving this here because I wanted to put Crown of Solasta, but I know where I'm gonna put Solasta Crown of the Magister. I know why I'm messing with this. Yeah, you know, it's time for this. Deal with this. Deal with it. This is going here. What I want to say is, it is shits and giggles, but it has some merit in this, and I would be like, this is my list. I don't care. I would put Crown of Solasta Crown of the Magister, but it doesn't really have that great of a story. It's my game of the year, but it doesn't have that great of a story. Sit back and relax. Award this game is an antidote to a busy day. It's smooth, it's relaxing, lets you worries melt away. This game is your moment of zen. Technically that's Destiny or FF14 or Genshin Impact, or stuff that I can just turn my brain off. But it's a relaxing feel to game which has some kind of you know, still story, still combat, still that you don't, you know, fall asleep. I would nominate, as you can see, Haven. What I'm gonna change is actually, I'm gonna change this to Solasta. Because I really... You know why I'm changing it to Solasta? I played Valheim. I did enjoy it. I played it with friends. Why I'm picking Solasta, it's the game that this year, and I think it's the only game this year, and I played a lot, I streamed a lot, I still stream a lot of the other games. This was that rare game you have, which you are literally, you can't wait to get home, to turn on your PC, to check your mail, send out anything that's important, and turn on and play. That's literally that game. That was the game for me until I beat it. It's not an amazing game. It has some issues. It can get some polish. I really hate that the patch is so expensive. Not patch, DLC. But that's the game that I was literally, I want to go home and play. That was the game. Like, maybe there were others, maybe I'm forgetting something, probably I'm forgetting something. Like Outriders I want to call and play, but because my PC can't really run it and can't really stream it properly, I can't really play it. New World ruined my heart and burned my graphics card. And all of that. Like Tormented Souls was another one. It was another game where I couldn't wait to like get back into it, but not as much again as Solasta. There was plenty of others, like Breath Edge was something that I really wanted to play a lot, but they kind of burned out after some time. It is only Solasta that I remember this year that kept me just glued to the seat. I wanted to just get through it, and I'm gonna get through it again, probably for a stream or something. I'm gonna check how, because it really was taxing on my PC, really was burning the card and all that. I'm gonna check how it runs, how it does for a stream, and I'm gonna play it again with a new party, with a new setup, after some patches and all that, see how it goes. But that was the game that I was like, I'm playing it. That's my main game. It's not as best as Divinity Original Sin 1 or 2. It's not probably is gonna be story rich and compelling as the Baldur's Gate 3, but that was my RPG of the year. Like, I know there's Pathfinder, I probably put that on the list if I got it, played it, but this is my personal list, which is hectic as all hell. Maybe I'll change something, I don't know, but for now this is gonna be my list. This is gonna be my nominations for this year's Steam Awards. Probably none of these games are gonna get, because this is like everybody's nominating, but we will see. In any case, deal with that. This is, again, as I said, my list, my choices, and my opinions. If you have your own lists, if you want to share what you posted for your Steam, do it in the comments, do it in the chat, do the like, subscribe, comment, dance, and all that. There is Patreon for support. Thank you everybody who has followed me during this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any suggestions, come forth, say anything. That's all well and done. Everything's going on YouTube, on the By Pen and Paper channel, so you can follow there. Every content, every video, every game that I played, it's backed up there. In any case, this was my opinions, my thoughts on some other people who chose and nominated the games and what I voted on, some things that I nominated on, and yeah, it is very late. I can't believe I've been speaking for almost 2 hours and it's way past midnight. But again, thank you for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed that. There's plenty of content for you to watch and enjoy as well. Until next time, and always, it's the stories that we play. See ya.